Hi everyone, it's Mariella from Binary Option Sheriff. Today is Friday, the 6th of May. It is an important day because there is a lot of interesting stuff that's going to be happening in the market this afternoon, despite the fact that it's a Friday, and that's because we have the non-farm payroll. And this is why I also wanted to do this YouTube review today, and that's because I want to give some advice. If you are trading on auto traders, I would try to avoid trading with automated traders in the afternoon when we have all this high volatility due to the non-farm payrolls. And if we have a look at the forex calendar, we can see that from 2:30 all the way to 4 o'clock we have high impact news which will affect the Canadian and the US dollar against all other currencies, and this of course can throw an automated trader haywire. Now you can either choose to trade manually such important news, or else if you're a newbie or new trader, just avoid it completely, avoid this time pocket. But for the time being, at the moment it is almost 12 o'clock, there's no high impact news, so I am going to be trading with the Bollinger Bands for a trending market. At the moment we have a beautiful trending market for the euro and US dollar. And I am going to explain to you exactly how the Bollinger Bands work. So I am on the Nadenia chart with euro and US dollar for 5 minute trading, and if we have a look at the candlesticks and also at the bands. So I put the Bollinger Bands myself. Let's go to another chart so I show you how to put on the Bollinger Bands. So if I go from the 5 minute to a 10 minute trade, I already had this open. Actually, let's go to a 30-minute chart. So I have nothing here. The 30-minute chart, I can put the Bollinger Bands by going on the tools here, picking the Bollinger Bands, and automatically I have my bands put here. So yesterday we could see that we had a trending low market, but we suddenly have a reversal. We had the squeeze here, which is the Bollinger squeeze, right? And now the bands are once again, after that narrowing, it seems like they will be breaking out. This always happens. Look how beautiful the Bollinger Bands are to give us some historical information. When there is the squeeze here, which is called the Bollinger squeeze, it would seem that the price is going to break out. In fact, here we had a price breakout and we had a very strong downtrend which went on for a whole day, and it seems like there was another squeeze here. And now if we move a little bit forward, we can see that the bands are opening up again and we have a reversal, and this time we have an uptrend. So this is the 30-minute band, the 30-minute chart, meaning that each candlestick signifies 30 minutes of trading. For binary options, I always recommend going on the 5-minute chart if you are trading for 15 minutes, because we can see what happens every 5 minutes. And here again, we have at the moment a very nice uptrend. So the Bollinger Bands work when you have a trending market only. They do not work when you have a volatile market, which means that later on, when there is the news happening today, they will not work, because this only works when there is this trending market. And of course it doesn't work also when there is a very static market, which means outside trading times, because you do need a fair amount of volatility, and that will give us the trend picture as we have seen previously. So at the moment, if we are looking at the 5-minute chart, we've had several opportunities where we could trade. We could trade at the top of the band here, and as soon as there is a breakout in the average, so because we have an uptrend, the minute it goes beyond the line here, the averaging line here, then it always keeps going back up. We always have a pullback, and then we have an uptrend again. As you can see, we can establish that this is a trending market, and the market is on the rise, for the simple reason that every high candlestick we have in the price trending and the retraction, it's always ending up higher than the previous highest high. So this is quite a significant and important thing. Here again, we had the price going completely out, and then we had this huge reversal, and we can have a look at the 10-minute, but I would say that we can probably at some point in time, once we see where the next candlestick after this one will be going, if it touches out again, we can safely take a 30-minute trade and take an uptrend, because we have to wait so that we confirm that there is, because if let's say we had taken the trade for 30 minutes here, it might have put us in the money, but there is a possibility that because the price kept going down, that we would have been out of the money. So you need to see actually your reversal candlestick before you take your trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this 5-minute candlestick to finish, and then have a look and see how the next 5-minute candlestick is working. If we have a blue candlestick again after the red candlestick, we already have the two here. This could be a small pullback. So if we have another blue candlestick after this, then we can safely take a call signal. So let's have a look and wait, just in case we have some drastic reversal, but it would not appear to be the case. This could be just a temporary setback. We have the bulls who are fighting the bears at this point, who are fighting the bulls. The bears are the negative, the red was the bulls are the blue. The bulls are the uptrending market, whereas the bulls are the low trending. So bear is down and bulls are up. Okay, let me get this straight. Bulls are up, the ones with the horns, they're always hitting up, whereas the bears, they kind of hug and take care of the market. They're more defensive, and that would be a downtrending market. So we have quite a strong bearish candlestick, and I would not trade at this point until I see how it's going to react after the next 5 minutes. See you back in 5 minutes, and we'll have a look at that. Right, I am back. It seems like we have a confirmation on the market. It's almost the next 5 minutes are almost ready, and we do have a reversal. We'll wait for this candlestick to end and then take our trade, which will be a call trade, and I will take the trade I will take one trade for 15 minutes at a low value and a higher trade for 30 minutes at a higher value. You see, we have what is called a doji here. So we have the bears and the bulls who have fought each other hard enough for the price to be not determined in either one way or another, but it has broken the average line, and after a negative candlestick, this is considered a positive candlestick, because it means that the bears have been losing their strength. I don't want the price to go too much higher, so I will go on my Porter Finance and I will take the trade. Okay, here we are on our Porter Finance platform, and so we are going to take one high. So then this is expiring in the next 10 minutes, so we are taking a high for 50 euros, and that is for the next 10 minutes. And then I'm taking another trade, but this time my expiry is going to be in half an hour, at 12:30, which is about 20 minutes. Oops, don't go too high on me. So I'll take a high, and this time it will be for 100 euros and reinvest. So I have taken 2 trade setups based on my Bollinger Band analogy, and I have taken these to close in the next candlesticks within the next 10 minutes or so. We will be watching and coming back and seeing and taking a couple of other trades. I am hoping that the price will hit the roof literally, and once it hits the top, we will take a few put trades, and this is to show you how the price movement can be utilized to make some serious money with binary options, knowing that this is the best signal that you can have. A trending market without any market disturbance by news that is going to be announced within the next few hours. We always have to bear in mind that if we're going to have news at 2:30, we should stop trading at least at 1:30, because there will be volatility and it can go in any direction, and that is going to be based more on the sentiment of what is going to happen with the news rather than the news itself. That is the anticipation of the news. So let's come back within a couple of minutes and see how our trades have been doing. Right, here we're back. So we took the trade at this position, and that was for the 15 minute. I took another trade expecting it to go a little bit higher, but we still have quite a little bit of time here. So it actually went all the way up and out of the Bollinger Band and back down again. If it goes through all the way here, it almost touched, and we could take another call signal, but we will have to wait for a while to check this. Let's have a look at our positions. So our position here, this is the position we took for the Euro USD, which we won, of course. This was the $50 one. We still have an open trade, which is the Euro USD. It's not looking too great, but we're still hanging on in there. It might dip down and go up again because of the time frame that we took. So far from the trades I have taken, the first trade was won. The second one is still open. I expected this to keep running all the way up until the end of my time frame, but it might actually dip down a little bit more unless we have the reversal. Let's have a look and see whether we can take another trade. So here we have, as you can see, the band is actually narrowing. It went all the way down to the average, but it seems to be retracing. Again, it's going a little bit too sideways for my liking, but we'll have a look at the next candlestick, and if it is a positive one, we might take once again a call signal, and hopefully it keeps going up for the sake of the open trade that we have, which will expire now in the next 6 minutes. So let's hope it keeps pushing up, and this trend, which was going so beautifully, will not reverse very quickly. Okay, we are just 1 minute away from the expiry of our trade. It looks like it has really reversed very quickly. Remember, we took the trade at this point, and I took a trade for 15 minutes, which of course ended in the money, and another for half an hour, which was probably a little bit too much, but we had been seeing that the trend had been going between 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes, and then again 10, 15, 20, probably 25, 30 minutes may have been a bit too much. We have this long candlestick. Now let's have a look at our trade. It will probably be out of the money. Yes, this is in history. So we lost this investment, which was really what I was banking on. So we won the first one, lost the second one. I'm sure we will be able to recover that, because there is a trend, as we can see. However, at the moment, the way it's looking, we might be able to pick a very nice reversal on this, considering we still have an uptrend, although now at this point we seem to be going a little bit down. But I do have to wait to see a clear reversal before I can take another trade to recover my last one. So here we are. I think we will soon have a very good setup. Again, I'm on a 5-minute chart, but I will look at the 10 minutes for a confirmation. So if I go on the 10-minute chart, which gives us a different perspective, we can see how clear the uptrend is, and we now have had a candlestick which is completely empty and which is turning into a positive one. We will still wait, but it seems that it broke completely the average line, and the trend is really very beautifully an uptrend. So the analogy remains the same. We go back on the 5-minute chart and we wait a little bit more to have a confirmation on the price. This is again, as we said earlier, we have a situation where the bulls and the bears are fighting, and therefore they have both the same strength. That's why it's such an empty candlestick. If it ends on a positive line, it could be that we will be seeing a reversal. If you have a look, the bottom of this candlestick is even nowhere near the last bottom from the previous set of trades. So this was down below here, the next one was here, and this seems to be closing up here, reconfirming the uptrend. But picking it at the right time is obviously very crucial for our trading, to make sure that we pick the price at the right point. This time I will be taking the price as close as possible to expiry within the 5-minute bracket as I can, as soon as I see that there is a clear reversal. Okay, I am waiting for the other candlestick, but it seems that the bearish market is still very strong, and I have another deep candlestick with a low that is lower than my previous one. So although this doji seems to have been showing a reversal, it looks like the pullback is still in strong motion, and I will wait for a clear reversal before I will take a trade. Do not take a trade for the sake of taking a trade. Let's have a clear reversal, a clear confirmation. Okay, I think I am going to prepare the setup and take my next trade up, because it seems like I have my reversal. Okay, this time we take a high. I'm going to take this for 100 euros. Actually, I will take it for 125 to recover my loss. Let me just have a look at the chart again, because I'm seeing again another drop. Okay, but the drop is within a positive. Okay, so we take this trade. This expires at 1 o'clock. It is now 12:42, and that's the earliest I could take it. I will still look at my charts, and if I see a confirmation, I might actually take another one. Okay, we're still... Okay, here I am still watching and looking. It's going up, but because this candlestick at one point went below the red one. I'm still waiting for my very clear direction. At the moment we should be in the money with the trade we took. Correct, we are, but just very marginally, so we're playing in and out of the money. We still have enough time. I'm really hoping for a very clear reversal here, so I take another trade to recover completely and end up in a profit. So the candlestick closed higher than the previous, and although it's playing up and down because this is a 5-minute, it's going up. I will take the next trade closing here because now it's suddenly really shooting up. So I will take another call. Am I still in time for the 1 o'clock? Let's see. Yes, I'm still in time, but I might be out of time because this has really shot up. So the reversal has happened, and very quickly too. So I might wait a little bit for a price retraction before I go into this, because it's 15 minutes and it could be a little bit too far out. And I do have one trade running which is looking for now quite good. But you see the price, actually, if you see, it went so fast up that it did not give me enough time to take another trade and pick it at a good price. I picked the other trade at this point down, but once it goes all the way up here and you're already in the middle, then I do not recommend that you take another trade, because the chances in the next 15 minutes that we will have a reversal again and that it will be going down are very likely. So I would rather wait for it to go all the way up at the top here and take it from the top to the bottom. So we are exactly at 1 o'clock now, and we've just had the expiry, which of course expired in the money. Going back to the charts, we never had the other clear indication, as you can see here. We took the trade at this position. However, so far we are nowhere near the top to take another position downwards. It might be that because it already went down, you know, quite low twice, this time the lowest low has been lower than the previous two, we could be seeing a reversal. In that case, we will see that the Bollinger are going to be squeezing together. But it is a little bit premature to say, and unless we see clear indication in the next half an hour, we will let this go for today. This has been a clear example of how to trade the Bollinger, because we have news which is going to be coming up for the non-farm payroll, and this is a very important time that you could either be trading with the market or against it. Thank you. Okay, I took a 25 euro trade. I do believe that there is going to be a reversal, and we are just in time to take one other bigger trade because the reversal seems to be quite strong now. It's like there is a shift. Let me look at the 10-minute charts though. Yeah, you see, so the 10-minute chart had spiked all the way out of the Bollinger Band and is now finding its place back down here. So it is very likely that we will have a reversal because it's quite an empty candlestick, and although it's still positive, I have no doubt that we are going to see a strong reversal. So I am taking another 100 euro trade. I think it's a calculated risk because in the next 15-20 minutes we are going to see a change in the trends. We've been having lower highs, as you can see. So I will take this trade now because I think that will really do my balance quite a bit of strength, and the price is going strong enough to be in my favor. So I will take a low. This time I will take it for 100 euros. Oops, not 1000, please. Make sure you get your money management right. And we took that as well. Okay, whilst we're on this, I would also like to have a look at the Porter Finance platform, which I have been using recently because I find that it is really a very comfortable platform to trade on. I really like trading on this platform. It's a Panda platform. Although they are not regulated, they are very serious. It's a very serious company. I've never had any issues with payouts. I feel very strongly about them, and it has managed to combine the trade setup with spot options. So you can clearly see the graphs and the charts here. But at the same time, when you look at your open trades, you have a very clear indication of whether you're in or out of the money with the charts. There is one other thing. Their leveraging is really very small. Every binary option broker does some leveraging. However, some are really indecent about that and really do high leveraging. And for whoever wants, Porter Finance also has a social trading platform which I really like, which means that you can copy traders, or else either copy them manually or else actually combine your account with their account for automatic trading. I'm not, as you have been realizing from my YouTube channel, I am not one for automated trading and for copy trading, but manual copy trading, the same way as I am doing. If you were to be copying my trades, I'm hoping that by the end of the session we will have earned something like 150 euros in about 1.5 hours of trading, always risking not more than 100 euros per trade. Mostly it's been 25 and 50, and of course this is all relative to your money management, and this is really very important. So the proportions of the wins, you know, when I post I've won 1,000 euros in 1 hour, it's all relative to how much money you have been actually investing. So we can now have a look again and really hope that this stays put for the next couple of minutes, because we are now getting very close. We are in the money with both our trades, I'm sure. Okay, here we are with this trade, which will be expiring in the next 8 minutes. I think they both expire in the next 8 minutes. That was the plan. Yes, both expiring in the next 8 minutes. So one last look at the chart, and as you can see, the reversal is very strong. It's been going a lot more sideways. However, as I said earlier, I am also expecting that there will be some volatility very soon. We will stop trading as soon as this session expires, for the very simple reason that there is going to be a lot of volatility from news, and we are trading trends and not trading the news. So this is really very important. We will just wait to see how our two trades are going to close, and I hope that this gives you a clear indication that other than automated robots, you could be using other signals which will give you as much as a strong signal as an automatic trader, and which can guarantee you a high percentage of profit at the end of your trading if you are disciplined to do it. Okay, we have reached a point very close to the top, and we're seeing a reversal again. I'm going to take a small trade this time for just 25 euros. for the down trade, because I have a feeling that we are going to see a slight shift in the trend. Let's wait for this a bit. I'm really not sure about this yet. It could just be a little pullback, but no, I think it's going to keep going lower. So let's just take a look. Maybe I got it a bit late. Okay, I do have an open trade. I took it somewhere around here, yeah. So we're playing around, and this will expire now in about 7 minutes. Okay, here we are closing our trades. So this is one closure we have here. We're obviously very much in the money on this, and the next trade we have also in the money. Both, if we go back to our history, we can see that we have won both these trades. And basically in the past, I don't know, we were looking at about an hour of trading really. We started off with a balance of 5,090, and now we are with a balance, I have to get my calculator for this, a balance of 5,239. So we more or less had 150 euros profit trading for the past 60 minutes, but mostly trading sensibly with the Bollinger Bands. We will stop now. This has been also a review on Porter Finance, which I highly recommend. You can also get onto their trading platform by clicking on the link below, and I will be seeing you soon with further